Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to our channel, Jewish Psychology. Our topic today is emotional needs. What does it mean? What the emotions needs what? Why do we have emotional needs? How do we become needy? What are the sources for emotional needs? Does they come from, derived from my childhood, from my parents, the way they educated me, from traumas that I went through, from the structure of the soul and the way the soul animates the body? Maybe they come from other places. How do I know that I'm suffering from emotional need or deprivations of emotions or absence of some kinds of emotions, or I need something? What does it mean? What do I need? And maybe can we say that emotional needs or deprivation in childhood will affect our growing relationship with others, that we will be needy in our relationship when we will be grown up? We will need more love, we'll need more attention. Can we say that? And the last question that we will want to answer, the most important one maybe, is how those emotional needs, how those emotional absence affects us, and how can we cure them? That's the most important question. We want to cure our emotional needs. And before we'll start, I'll just invite you to subscribe to our channel, Jewish Psychology, the bell down. And it's a very important topic, because usually we think about emotions, we compare them like to food. If we didn't got enough love, appreciation, mother that told us that we will be, that we will succeed, and a mother that believed in us, and if our mother was so narcissistic and she was full with herself and very egocentric, then we will have some kind of emotional need. And when we will be grown up, somewhere, somehow in our life, some kind of a point in our life, we will look for those emotions that we were lacked of. We didn't got enough nutrition, enough food, enough emotional food, then we will look for that. And sometimes we will look for that not in the right way, not in the right direction. We can think that we have emotional needs, so we are trying to control others. We have emotional needs, so we sometimes find ourselves annoying others, or pulling the air to get more attention, or doing emotional manipulations, or thinking about and acting as we were victims, and we need to get more. And sometimes we don't even notice that we suffer from emotional need. But we can see that this logic of comparing, of thinking about emotions like they were food, is not always working. You can see sometimes that there is a person that got all the love in the world from his parents. They loved him, they gave him everything, they appreciated him, they believed in him, and still he's suffering. He's suffering inside of him. He's suffering from stress, anxiety, he needs more attention, he thinks that he's a victim, he does not believe in himself, he's full of anger, he feels not connected. And it's a major question. How can we understand emotional needs? And how can we cure that? So let's start answering the first question. The first question is, how can I know that I'm suffering from emotional need? How can I know that there is some kind of emotional absence in my life? And this question is very simple to answer. When I feel full of anger, when I feel not connected, when I feel that nobody appreciates me, nobody, in the place that we are talking about, if it's in your work, if it's with your spouse, if it's in your house, it doesn't matter if it's with your children or with your parents, you feel as a child that you are not being appreciated, that nobody accepts you, you are not really welcomed, your parents want to be in another place, not with you, you bother them, and you become frustrated from this situation, and you feel you are not in your place. You feel that you are not fulfilling your potential, your lack of confidence. You do not feel that you are protected, and some kind of anxiety is controlling you. You do not feel authentic. You feel I'm not authentic, like I'm not spontaneous, I have to act in a certain way that it is not me, I have to do things, I have to please others, and I'm not feeling connected to this moment, to what I'm doing. When you feel like that, there is a chance that you are suffering from emotional need. What does it mean, emotional needs? In order to answer that, we have to answer what are the emotions, what's the role of the emotions? Your soul as a mission, its life mission. Its life mission is, we can split it, diverse it to two levels. The first mission of the soul is to exist, to animate the body, to give it liveliness, to be alive, to feel, to be existed. That's one mission of the soul. And according to this mission, when the role of the emotion is to let me feel alive, to let me feel that I exist, to be me. What the emotion does, they takes you from your place and they connect you, like they take you down from where you are, and now you are being connected. When I feel someone, when I feel love, I want to be connected. When I feel, I'm leaving the place and respecting others. When I'm afraid, I don't want to be here. I want to be unconnected. I want to be in another place. I don't want to be exist. So the emotions, the right role of the emotion is to connect you to the reality, to your spouse. They are like an engine of the soul that take the soul, what is the soul? The soul is the place where you get life. It's the source of life. And the source of life animates the body through the will that you discover. What do I really want? According to what do I really want, I will have the emotions that will move me, that will push me. They are the engine to get what do I really want, the things that I want. And if I have no will, I have no emotions. I feel nothing in concerning to nothing. So in the first aspect of the emotions, the role is to let me feel. Let me feel is to be exist. If I do not feel, I am not. There is no Yehiel. There is no me. If I'm only thinking, is not the right word, because thinking is the process of mixing the mind and the emotions. But if I do not use if I'm using only my mind, and I'm only trying to contemplate with my mind, I'm only trying to understand things with my wisdom, with my knowledge, there is still no me. I'm trying to be one with something else. There is no Yehiel. Only when I feel, I love. Only when I love, I exist. I'm here. There is me. Only when I have emotions, only then I am feeling connected to something and I'm feeling myself. So the emotions, give me the ability to be exist. Without emotion, there is no me. That's why when I feel unevaluated, I'm not evaluated enough, nobody appreciates me enough, I feel that I'm less exist. When I feel that I'm not relevant, most of the thing that we are doing is to be relevant. I want to be, that people will appreciate me, that I have a voice, that I'm influencing, that I'm worth something. When I'm less relevant, I'm less exist. When I'm less being loved, I'm less exist, because my emotions, they do not roll, they do not act in a clean environment. They interact with others. So through this interaction, I'm waiting to accept others' emotions. He loves me. If he loves me, I can appreciate that I'm existing. I'm alive. If nobody loves me, if nobody appreciates me, if nobody pay attention to me, there is no me. I am not a real reality. So the first role of the soul and the first role of our life is to be alive, to be. Each one of us want to be, to influence, to live his name in the pages of history, something like that. If I do not work, there are those that work 16 hours a day. When they do not work, they feel that they are like an ordinary person. There is nothing unique about them. They are not relevant. They are like just being at home and doing nothing. They feel that nobody appreciates them at home. They have to do all, laundry, all those things, to wash dishes. So they do not really think that they exist. If I do not work 16 hours a day, I am less exist. I'm less a person. I am not here. There is no me. If I wrote 11 books. If a year passed on and I didn't publish a new book. Wow, I'm worth nothing. Who am I? I'm less exist. That's why we need those emotions to approve me. The emotions approve my existence. And the emotions, the whole idea of emotions, that they reveal themselves through interaction with others. Without my wife, I cannot reveal love. I cannot reveal awe. I cannot reveal reverence. I cannot be one with her. So I need those emotions, and I need others' emotions in order to be approved, to be exist, to be relevant, to be appreciated, to be loved. But it's only half of the way. It's not all of the way. It's half of the way. We spoke about the mission of the soul. The soul has a higher mission. You need to be exist in order the continuation of the process. It's you need to be exist in order to nullify yourself. So you will be able to unite yourself, to be a part of something, to discover your life mission. So I need to be me in order to nullify myself, to be a part of something else. Like the whole idea of Judaism is that God created the world and he made it it's like something independent world in order that you, the person that he created, will nullify this independence in order to let godliness dwell in this world. So it's like doing something and then nullifying it and then destroying it in order that a higher light will dwell in this mundane world. So it's something in order, let's get back to emotional needy. So if somebody didn't give me love, or somebody didn't appreciate me, or somebody didn't give me mercy or compassion, or I feel that nobody understands me, or I feel that I need to please, or I feel that I need attention, that means I do not feel that I am existing enough. But the continuation of the mission of human being is to nullify yourself. What does it mean to nullify yourself? To be a part of something. To be the whole idea of the second part in us is that those emotions push you to connect yourself, to be a part of, to find unity, to be a part of something else. And this thing, it's connected to unity, to oneness, and it's a great feeling. Think about it. When you are part of something huge, you are doing a mission. You are when you are playing basketball, you can think it's all about me. I want that all the other players and the crowd and everyone will appreciate me, and you think about yourself as a part of the team. When you are part of the team, it's not about you. And there are two kinds of emotions. There's one kind that it's all about, I want to be the best player. And the other kind are those that push you to nullify yourself. Nullify yourself, it doesn't mean that you are not exist. It means that you are not doing from yourself something in order to be connected to another thing. Something that is higher than you. Okay, after saying that, what's the difference between the first needy and the second needy? The first kind of emotions, if I do not get appreciation, I feel some kind of scar because they leave me with pain. Nobody really I do not influence in this world. But the second kind of emotions, they need something else from you. They need you to give love. They need you to understand others. They need you to give respect. They need you to lead instead of being a victim, to take responsibility, to be able to learn instead of feeling that you are always pleased, to be able to be in second place, to appreciate your place in second place. They need you to give others to give others inspiration to develop themselves. So we have two kinds of emotions that are connected to two kinds of processes, of levels that our life, that our soul, that is connected to our soul mission. The first part of our mission in life is to be. The second part is to nullifying this being. And nullifying this being is through the more mature emotions. Think about all those mentors In Judaism, at the beginning, you want to learn, you want to go to a mentor in order that he will tell you how you could be a better person, how you could discover more of your inner powers, you can do more, you can break boundaries, and then you go to some kind of Tony Robbins or Jay Shetty, it doesn't matter, and what he tells you, and it comes from very profound Jewish understanding, it tells you, okay, you want to be more, be less, serve others. Wow, it's the opposite. I don't want to serve, I want to be more. I want other people to appreciate me. I want respect. But the result is that in order to get respect and in order to be, you have not to be. So though there are two kinds of emotional needs that sometimes we are lack of and we need to fulfill or to fill it up in order that we won't be needy. The first kind of emotional needs are those that makes me feel that I'm existed. But there is a problem with those emotions, but because they leave a scar in me. If my parents didn't really see me, they neglected me, they didn't give me respect, they didn't let me choose. Doesn't matter if it was like they acted in violence, no, but they didn't let me choose my way, understand, decide alone. Then I feel that they didn't give me enough love. Then I feel that I'm not really exist, and I will try to look for this existence, this approval from others, that others will appreciate me, and I can do that in a wrong way. But there are other kind of emotional needs which are connected to the second part of our emotions in life, and more mature emotions, and this is the need to be connected, to ask what you are doing, how do you push yourself in order to discover more in this life, to discover your life mission. And your life mission is unity, to be a part of something. This is the only way to serve. This is the only way that you can reveal, you can be a wagon to ideas, to the message, to influencing. It's not about you, it's about what you bring to the world. So you can see a person that got all the respect and love in his house, but still nobody taught him that love is not enough. You have not only to get love, you must learn how to give love. You must learn how to appreciate others. You must learn how to feel others. You must learn how to learn. And this is another aspect. Think about the child. It's not enough to teach the child only to be. I'm teaching him to be. I give him love. I give him presents, everything. But I need to teach him how less to be. It's how to learn, to teach him how to serve, how to be a part of something that is huger than him, is a lot bigger than him, something that he should be nullifying himself to that thing. Doesn't matter if he's playing basketball, if he's learning Torah, doesn't matter what he's doing. If he won't learn the secret, he will always be in the center, and he will always be needy. Doesn't matter how much I give him, because the first kind of emotions they are very natural, always want to accept. I'm in the middle. I want somebody to give me, to love me, to see me. How do we cure this mechanism of emotional needs? How do we cure it? The answer is simple. We have to do the transformation from the first kind of emotional needs to the second one. We have to be very mindful about this process. When you feel that you are not appreciated enough, when you feel that your wife doesn't see you, what you have to do? Ask yourself, do you see her? Do you respect her? Do you give her love? Ask yourself, do you give enough of what you need? And when you do this transformation, what happens? Instead of thinking I need to be approved, I'm approving others. I'm a part of others. And it makes you feel that I don't need from no one anything else. Because when you need from others to approve you, you are being controlled. When you give others, you gain back control of your life. And when you gain back control of your life, it's like you don't need nobody else. You want to give, but you don't need nobody. And that way you cure your emotional needs. But the first thing is to pay attention when you are in a place that you think that you want to give an influence, but instead of influencing, what you really want to receive. You are not really an influencer. You are a sucker, one that only wants to suck. Okay, Itbonenut, Jewish psychology. You're more than welcome to join us and to to give us more motivation in order to continue with those videos in English. See you in the next video. So motivation is by giving, subscribing, and you can also leave a comment down in the video. See you in the next video.